Math with David. Today we're going to be doing graphing linear equations when they're already written in slope-intercept form. If you recall, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We already learned that the m is our slope. That's the number that's going to be changing. This is also going to tell us where we're going to move. Remember the word move. Last we learned about our y-intercept already. This is our constant that never changes. This is also where we're going to begin on the y-axis. That's our y-intercept, so that's where we're going to begin. So remember the m is for move and the b is for begin. If you can remember this, it'll help you graph these equations. So remember slope, the number in front of the x is going to be where we move, and the b, which is our y-intercept, is going to be where we begin. First, let's talk about that slope. The slope is telling us the rate at which the line is increasing or decreasing. It could be the rate of your sales. It could be the rate of your car driving. Just tells you the rate is increasing or decreasing. And remember, this rate will be constant because these are linear equations. So step one, we're going to turn the slope into a fraction by putting the whole number over 1 if needed. Sometimes the slope will already be written in a fraction. And then you're going to look at your numerator and your denominator. If your numerator is positive, you're going to move up. If your numerator is negative, you're going to move down. And then the denominator is always going to tell you how many to run to the right. Show you a quick example. So for example, if we had 3/5 and they told us that was our slope, we know the top number is positive, so we would move up 3, and the denominator tells us to always run to the right. Let's say that we had a slope that was negative. This is one of those that I was talking about in step 1. If it's a whole number, you always put it over 1. So in this one, we would go down 2, and you still run right. Always run right. And we would run right 1. Understanding that b, that y-intercept, this tells where the line is going to cross the y-axis. First, we're going to put a point on the y-axis at that b. This is where we're going to begin to draw our line. And then we're going to use that slope that we already looked at, and that will tell us where to move from the point that we just put on the y-axis. Remember, it could cross the y-axis at the positive, or it could cross the y-axis at the negative. Let's try some together. Y equals 2/3 x plus 1. The y-intercept you'll see right here is 1. That's where we begin. So I'm going to put a point on positive 1. And my slope is 2/3. So that tells me to go up 2 and right 3. So I jump up 2. Right 3, put me another point, and then I have enough points to draw the equation of that line. Here's another one. This one begins on the negative 4. The slope is 2. Remember those whole numbers we got to put over 1. So this one we will go up 2, right 1. We have our 2 points, and then we draw our line. Here's another one. We begin at the y-intercept at 3. Looking at this one, you'll notice that that slope is -1. We always put whole numbers over 1. So this one, we're going to go down one, right one, connect our points, and we have our line. Next, I want you to get out your devices and log on to this game real quick, and we're going to practice graphing some of these lines. Go ahead and put your URL in there, and everybody get ready to get started. And we'll try some of these examples together.